We give you the facts, it's not what you think. Popeye Newsling, Young King, 1 yard, bless.
Good morning, Popeye. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
What am I think? What am I think? You're listening to Popeye News Links. This is the Admiral Tibet who I represent, and remember, the time is so serious, cantankerous and dangerous. This is Popeye News Links.
People of Center, St. Mary and surrounding.
Yeah, watch Popeyes, mama.
Here is
Where I watch?
Popeye.
are you on exactly? If you are,
Greetings viewers and subscribers. In the news today, detectives at the Westmoreland Sissoka office, they have arrested and charged a 59-year-old delivery man named Desmond Robinson. He is living at Cooke Street in Savannah Lamar. Desmond, he has been charged for the offense of rape. The allegation is that sometime last year, a girl who was 10 years old at the time, she was at her home when Desmond, who is a friend of the family, he went there and requested a drink from her. While she was serving Desmond the drink, it is alleged that Desmond, he pushed her to the ground, pulled off her clothes and forcefully had intercourse with her. A report was made to the police, who commenced investigations. Desmond, he was arrested and charged, and he'll be going to the courts shortly. This one, it took place Wednesday night, January 29 at minutes to 10 o'clock. It took place at Lances Bay in the Lucy area of Hanover. Our information is that a team of police officers, they were on patrol in the area when they saw a small group of persons gathered in a yard and listening to music. The police, they carried out a raid in the yard and they searched the persons, but nothing incriminating was found. The police, they then searched a sand heap to the back of the premises and bingo. One black and silver KlLLED compact 9mm pistol with the serial number intact, affixed with an empty magazine, was found. About 11 males who were in the yard, they were taken into police custody for processing. Hanover police, job well done. This one, it took place early Tuesday morning, January 28th, shortly after 7 o'clock. It took place at Elbow in the Central Village area of St. Catherine. Our information is that a team of police officers, acting on intelligence, they carried out a raid at an unfinished building in the area and bingo. One AK-47 assault rifle was found wrapped in a black plastic bag. No one was arrested in connection with this find, but intelligencers, big up on yourself, and St. Catherine South Police, job well done. In this next report, now, I carried a report on Monday. It was about an incident that took place the previous afternoon, Sunday, January 26, about minutes to 3 o'clock. It took place at a shop at Nampel Road in the Negril area of Westmoreland. So we did some digging in that case, and this is what we found out. A guy in his early 20s. He was at a shop when a brown Toyota Axio motor car drove up and stopped. The allegation is that a guy jumped out of the front passenger seat with a gun in his hand, walked up to the guy who was at the shop, pointed the gun at him and demanded the keys for his motorcycle. The hoodlum, he then robbed the guy of the keys for his 2024 250 Solo Cabra motorcycle and his blue iPhone 12 cell phone. The hoodlum, he then made good his escape on the bike towards Savannah Lamar direction, followed by the brown Toyota Axio motor car. A team of police officers in the Savannah Lamar area, they were alerted and they were on the lookout for the car and the bike. About 45 minutes later, bingo, the police, they spotted the brown Toyota Axio motor car and it was intercepted. 2 guys were in the car. They were searched and the blue Samsung cell phone that was robbed from the guy in Negril, it was recovered. It is suspected that the hoodlums, they might have left the bike and the gun somewhere along the way. One of the hoodlums, he's called Tallman. He's in his mid-20s and he's living in the Woodsville area of Hopewell in the parish of Hanover. The other one, he's called Worm. He's in his mid-20s and he's living in the Rejoin area in the same Hopewell area. They were taken into police custody and the Toyota Axio was also seized. They are expected to be charged shortly, and as soon as they are charged, I'm going to be giving you their full names. Officers, job well done. This next incident, it took place early yesterday morning. Thursday, January 30, about 2:15. It took place at the Tollgate subdivision in the Frome area of Westmoreland. Our information is that a man in his mid-70s and his wife in her early 70s, they are both business persons. They were in their home fast asleep when at least 6 hoodlums who were armed with rifles and handguns, they went there. The hoodlums, they cut off the grill to the back and entered. The couple, they were awakened by strange sounds inside the house. When they woke up, they saw the hoodlums who demanded money. When the hoodlums' demands were not met, one of the hoodlums, he used a gun to beat the 76-year-old man to his face and his left hand, causing serious injuries. The hoodlums, they were then pointed to a night table where they took out some cash, but the hoodlums, they wanted more. The hoodlums, they ransacked the house and they thieved jewelries to include watches, gold wedding bands, gold bracelets and gold chains plus cellular phones. Them also thief the CCTV camera system. The hoodlums, they then made good their escape. Just like that. Now, this next incident, it took place Wednesday night, January 29, almost 10:30. It took place in the vicinity of a bar in the Marley Square area of Charlestown in the parish of St. Ann. We are learning that a popular footballer in the area known as Prezi and his friend known as Tupac, they were sitting under a tree near to the bar when 2 hoodlums approached. The hoodlums, they pulled guns and opened gunfire at Prezi and Tupac. Both of them, they managed to run off and escaped their attackers without being shot. The hoodlums, they then made good their escape. The police, they were called, and when they processed this crime scene, 5 spent shells were recovered from the scene. The mayhem. This one, it took place Wednesday night, January 29, about 8:30. It took place at Garland's in the parish of St. James. We are learning that a guy in his early 20s, he's popularly known as Lawboss. He was inside his home when his internet started giving trouble. It is said that Lawboss, he went outside to check on his internet cable when he was pounced on by a hoodlum who was armed with a gun. The hoodlum, he opened gunfire at Lawboss, hitting him to his right thigh. The hoodlum, he then made good his escape. Lawboss, he was rushed to hospital where he was treated and admitted. The mayhem. In this next report, we are learning that Wednesday evening, January 29, a guy known as Foodie. Foodie, he was in the Grange Pen area of Lilliput in the parish of St. James when he parked up his motor vehicle and he blocked another vehicle that was being driven by a female. It is said that this blockage, it caused an altercation with Foodie and a guy known as Teejay, who is the female's uncle. As a result of this argument, it is said that Teejay, he threatened to kill Foodie. Foodie, he then drove away, but about minutes to 11 o'clock, persons including Foodie, they were standing along the roadway when a black Toyota Foxy and a grey Toyota Probox drove up and stopped. It is alleged that Foodie and other hoodlums, they jumped out of the vehicles with guns in hands and they opened gunfire at Teejay. They then boarded the vehicles and made good their escape. When the smoke was clear, it was realized that Foodie, the intended target, he was not shot, but 2 other persons were shot. A 35-year-old male, he received gunshot wounds to both legs, and a 16-year-old male, he received a gunshot wound to his left leg, which exited his right buttocks. They were rushed to hospital where they were treated and admitted. The mayhem. Over in Hanover, a lady named Lesta Parr. She was popularly known as Girly. Girly was 78 years old and she lived in the Green Island area of Hanover. We are told that Girly, she was last seen alive on Friday, January 17. Last week, Friday, January 24. Girly, she was reported missing at the Green Island police station. On Monday, January 27, the advanced decomposed body of Girly was found in bushes at Green River in the community of Salt Spring in the parish of Hanover. The police, they are awaiting the result of a post-mortem examination to ascertain what caused Girly's death. Sad indeed. Over in Portmore on Wednesday afternoon, passers-by using a dirt track off Dyke Road in the Gregory Park area of Portmore, they saw the decomposing body of a male in the dirt track. We are told that this male was in an early state of decomposition. He is about 6 feet tall, of a dark complexion, medium built, and he was barefooted. He was dressed in a black joggers, a black pullover, and a black shirt. He was wearing 2 rings, a chaparita, and a small metallic wristwatch on his left hand. The police, they were called and they commenced investigations and processed the scene. If and when I get his name or otherwise, I'll be updating this report. In the meantime, the police, they are awaiting the result of a post-mortem to ascertain how he died. In this next report, follow me now, you know. Boy, may I tell you, you know. Now, the residents who witnessed what took place, they are agreeing that there was a shootout. But what they are saying is that the police, they did not have to shoot to kill Big Joe. This is no made-up story. You think me joking? Look on your screen. That post, it was not made by a blogger. It was not made by Politics Watch. It was not made by On the Spot News Media. It was not made by My View TV. It was not made by Popeye. It was made by CVM TV. Because guess what? Guess what? Many people, you see, many people, them claim say, we as bloggers are pure fake news we are spread. If them not see it on TV, are not true. So that post, it was made by CVM Television. The post says, one of St. Catherine's most wanted criminals was last night shot and killed in a shootout with the St. Catherine South Police. A firearm was seized in that operation. Kevaughn Johnson, he was wanted for more than a year after absconding bail for a matter in the High Court. He was alleged to be the member of the notorious Roadman Gang. CVM went on to say, locals, meaning residents of the area, they told CVM news team that although Big Joe had a gun and he fired at the police them never have a shoot to kill. Why me I tell you, know, welcome to Jamrock. Like Sir P would say, this has to be studied. So the guy's correct name is Kevaughn Johnson, but he was known as Big Joe. Next month on February 23, he will be celebrating his 22nd birthday. He lived at Walker's Avenue in the Gregory Park area of Portmore in the parish of St. Catherine. Big Joe, he was wanted for several murders and serious crimes committed in the Portmore area. Yesterday afternoon, Thursday, January 30, at minutes after 5 o'clock, an elite team of police officers. Acting on intelligence, they went to the Walkers Avenue area searching for Big Joe. Big Joe, he was spotted and he pulled a CBX-2 9mm pistol from the left inside pocket of a green jacket that he was wearing, and he decided to take on the police, but in a few seconds it was all over. Big Joe, he fell clutching the CBX-2 9mm pistol with the serial number intact. It was affixed with a magazine containing 9 9mm rounds. Big Joe, he decided to play hero and he ended up playing zero. Intelligencers, big up on yourself. And officers, job well done without any apology. The mayhem. So let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Have you hit on the love button as yet? If you have not yet done so, remember to hit on it. Also, if you are over here watching our videos and you have not yet subscribed, hit on the subscribe button as also. Hit on the notification bell. Then click all so that whenever we drop a new video, you will be one of the first to be notified. In the final report for today, a 61-year-old man named Clayton Arthur Cooke. He would be 62 years old in June of this year. He was born and grew up in Toronto, Canada. Clayton, he has been visiting Jamaica for years until he met and he got involved with a female who shared his last name. Her name is Cecelia Cooke. She would be 38 years old in March and she was a cashier. She lived at Tortuga Drive in the Greenwood area of St. James. We are told that in January of every year for the past 4 years or so, Clayton, he would go to Jamaica and he would spend time with Jem. Last night, Thursday, January 30, about a few minutes after 9 o'clock, Clayton, he drove a 1998 blue Toyota motor car and he was in the process of dropping off Jem at her gate when hoodlums pounced. The hoodlums, they opened gunfire hitting both Jem and Clayton. Jem, she received gunshot wounds to her head and Clayton, he received gunshot wounds to his face. The hoodlums, they also robbed them of cell phones and cash and they drove away in the car. The police, they were called, but by the time the police arrived on the scene, both Jem and Clayton, they were DEAD. The Toyota motor car that the hoodlums drove away in. The police, they later found it abandoned along Link Avenue in the same Greenwood area. The police, they also found 17,550 Jamaican dollars and Jem's blue-colored Samsung cell phone on the back seat of the car. They also found Clayton's cell phone on the floor of the front passenger seat. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend for tell a friend for tell a friend about Popeye Newslink and PNL Blog TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sing, if we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite, what a country this will be. Just unite, Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. I coulda sunshine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Rude boy them knock out can't tame. But me want me country back, give me country back. To the street and the lane, everybody them start complain. Bloodshed, what a shame, what a shame. But me want me country back, give me country back. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. them a mash up